Yes, boss. 444 the world, back in here again once again, man. You see the topic and what it is that we're talking about, right? It's not your fault why you got backstabbed and betrayed. You know, every week I'm gonna have at least 1 to 2, maybe the whole week might be juicy and sexy, dog. But this one here, I've been holding this back. This is not only just for empaths, but this is a lot of people who've been crossed or whatever the case may be, right? So this is very important for you to remember. If somebody crossed you, backstabbed you, tripped you up, did a lot of foolishness to you, I'm gonna tell you something. It's not your fault. Now I know you're like, dog, what do you mean it's not my fault? They did it to me. Why didn't they do it to this person? I'm gonna teach you something. Nobody in life is gonna mess with or downplay or stifle or try and come against somebody who doesn't have anything popping. I'm gonna give you another example to back that, right? Do you see people out here backstabbing and crossing small time people? Or do they do that to somebody of value and status and people who have motion? You get what I'm saying? People will do this to you if they see you have something that you got, that they want, that they cannot have. You ever heard that saying? It's in you, not on you. People can they can do whatever they want, but they can't take away what God gave you, or like knowledge and stuff like that. It's something along those lines. If somebody's gonna cross you and backstab you, they found a reason to do it. There are some people in this world, they can't backstab or cross this next person because they're either afraid to or whatever the case may be. And I'm gonna show you something. When you're playing for God, God kind of has this way of where people kind of look at you like a target or a lick, or you're somebody I could get over on, right? And that just goes to show you how humans are tricked and confused. There are a lot of people who believe that they can come against you and try you and backstab you and walk all over you because they feel like it's either justified or maybe it's something that's cool, I could do it. But in real reality, if you really think about it, they did it because they felt like, yo, you're somebody I could take advantage of. But they're gonna only do this in the dark, dog. They're not gonna do this in the light. That's why light and darkness is powerful. You ever notice if somebody was supposed to do certain things to you that they did in the light, that would finish them? Because everybody has common sense. Yo, this person didn't deserve it. Why would you do that? That's the purpose of people doing things in the dark. So if they're gonna backstab you and cross you, they have to do it in the dark. You feel me? Now, if somebody does this to you and you're like, yo, this hurt me, or this messed me up, or why would this person do that? People who cross and backstab people know the effect of what it will have on a person. So if I can cross you, backstab you, trip you up, screw you up along the way, I know that will be like one step closer to ending you and making you humble yourself. There are some people who think like this. You could just be a hard-working person just trying to go along your way in life, but there are some people who are like, yo, who the hell is this person? Who do they think they are? And they're mad that it's not them that's doing that. So it's like, you know what? How can I cross this person? How can I stumble them? How can I crumble them? How can I end them? Let me backstab them. Let me do something to them that I know will cripple and stifle them. That's the purpose. They want to do this to you, right? But this is where God comes in like the dun-dun-dun-dun, Superman to the rescue. If somebody does something to crumble you, it's law that you're gonna be broken from that. Take it as it resonates. Let's say you have a girl that you love so much, dog, and you got a homie who knows this, dog. So he like, dog, if I could find a way to backstab this nigga, cross this nigga, whatever the case may be, he gonna be broken, dog. He not gonna love that female no more. He probably gonna want to come back and hang around me. Guess what? You doing that, you end up in turn exposing yourself over time. There are some people who have done this, like, let me go sleep with this dude's old lady, or let me set up a diversion and create chaos in this person's life. There are people who do this, dog. If you do this, I'm gonna tell you, for that little satisfaction where you laughing and it's victorious, when it comes time to happen to you, it's gonna happen at a time where you don't need it to happen. That's how God works. If you backstab somebody or cross them, the person who you least expect is gonna backstab and cross you in the most grimiest way, dog. That's gonna humble you and put you in that person's position that you put them in. There are some people who do grimy things to other people because it's fun to them. But they say, yo, I can't have this happen to me. But when it happens to you, it's gonna come at a grimy ass time. This is messed up. I can't afford this right now. I'm running out of money at a time when things are getting harder. Oh my gosh. No. You are the same person who did something grimy to somebody else. And this is the thing you need to understand as well. If somebody backstabbed you, right? Why I said it's not your fault. That just shows who that person is internally, dog. We all have issues. Nobody's perfect. But at the same time, there are a lot of people who suffer from different things. Whether it's childhood traumas or something that they've experienced in their life. And you probably could be a person that fits a description, or they could see themselves in you, or whatever the case may be, and they choose to do that to you. That's why I said there's a lot of people out here in the world who are broken, dog. And they don't understand certain things. That's where they say, yo, God puts you back together when you're broken. But if somebody backstabbed you, I'm telling you this right now, it was never your fault. Some people just feel like you're a target or an easy lick that they can come up off of you. When in real reality, that just goes to show you that their mind doesn't go so far. I did a video about this, dog. That's why I be dropping certain videos so you can blend it and like, oh, now I see why he said this. Some people's mind is on some, yo, I could do this to them and I'll get away with it. Instead of them looking at it like, yo, this person decent, this person this, that, and the third. Yo, I could do a lot of things with this person. You feel me? They don't look at it like that because their mind doesn't go so far. So some people will backstab you thinking that it's something that'll put an end to you. But sometimes that's what'll bring you to your finest hour, dog. You ever heard somebody say, yo, when that person broke my heart, or that person broke my heart, that I needed that, or I came up, or I changed. Let me tell you something. I learned, this is something grimy I learned. And as an empath, this is something that's deadly, dog. And I'm going to teach you this. That's why I said there's a lot of videos I cannot drop. That's why I'm going to move that shit to Patreon. There's certain laws that I've learned. If you understand these laws as an empath, you will save yourself. But as a narcissist, narcissists use this as tactics to kill people. There are some people, how can I say this? You ever heard of them saying, yo, there's somebody who died of a broken heart? That shit is true. There are some people that set and fix their mind on a person or a situation, and it's like they go into something and it breaks them, dog. It breaks them, dog, to the point where they don't know themselves, they don't know nothing, and they die of a broken heart. This shit is true. You want to know who that shit happened to? My grandmother. That's why I said my mom, dog. My mom. Let me tell you something, bro. This was the only grandmother I ever knew, dog. My grandmother, dog. I met her a few times and I spoke with her a few times, but I know this. My grandmother loved me, dog. My grandmother loved me, bruh. And my grandmother loved my father. That was her most favorite child, bruh. My mom did what she did and took my daddy up here and brought him up here and killed him, bruh. And when his mother found out, 4 months exactly from the day that my father passed away, she died. That's why I believe in signs and numbers. My father passed away on 4/20. My grandmother passed away on 8/20. My mom been doing grimy shit to people. I learned some tricks, dog. That's why I say I'm afraid to share it on camera. That'll have to go to Patreon. There are people who rely on, oh, let me fix this person on loving me and building their life around me and bring them up and break them. My mom tried to do that to me. That's why I said, I like, bro, hate is a strong word, but you're a dirty bitch, bro. And I'm going to tell you this. That's why I get passionate on my videos. As a woman, listen closely, bro. If you have a child, whether child or not, if you're thinking in an emotional aspect towards the baby father or whoever did something to you, instead of loving the child and the blessing that God gave you, you're going to fucking pay for that shit, dog. You're going to pay for that shit. You're going to pay for it. You're gonna pay for it. Don't take a child and abuse them and drag them, dog, for something that somebody did that they're not responsible for. You're gonna pay for it. My mom backstabbed me and crossed me in so many ways. I know people are like, yo, when is this nigga gonna let it go? I want you to peep game and learn something. If I say a lot of things and I said, yo, there's some things I can't say on camera, peep game when I say that. My mom is filthy and grimy, dog. And there's a lot of shit she did that she thinks I don't know about. I just play stupid. If you're a woman, I'm gonna give you free game. Never feel like you can finesse a man, because you aren't meant to lead a man, dog. So there are certain things that you can feel like, yo, I'm gonna do this and this nigga will never find out. There's another man who will put him on game and teach him, dog. That's how people end up losing out on their blessing, or losing certain people that God gave to them, by backstabbing them and crossing them. All because they wanted to live a certain type of lifestyle and never wanted to grow up. That's why I drop certain videos. Grow up, dog. Don't be afraid to grow up in life. You don't want to grow up, you're going to pay for it when you find out that certain things you are keeping up with and bullshit cost you what God gave you. I said this on camera and I mean my shit. If my mom was supposed to die today, I'm not going to her funeral. Because if I was supposed to go there, I'm letting all hell break loose. I'm talking my shit on the rostrum. And I don't give a fuck who would want to even come up there and even say something or get busy with me. Because my mom did some grimy ass shit, and there was a lot of people who were in the centerfold next to my mom like, if you get this nigga out of here, I want a piece of the pie. People will backstab you and do grimy shit to you, but they don't think that it'll ever come back to them. Never go back around people who backstabbed you and crossed you. They just need one more opportunity to do that shit, and that'll be the final say-so. Get away from people like that, dog. That's why some people don't make it to see tomorrow. People be hanging around people that they know don't mean them no well. It's like, oh, well, they ain't gonna do it. How do you know when a snake is ready to strike on you, dog? Can you answer me that? Nobody knows when a snake is gonna strike. But you know this, if you're around a snake, it's a higher chance of him striking and biting your ass. Get away from them people. Get away from people who don't mean you any well, bro. Surround yourself with people that love you and people that want the best for you, dog. That's why I'm passionate about these videos. I was placed in situations with a lot of people who didn't love me, dog. And only but so few people will put me on game and teach me what's right. Remember this, man. Words can help you. They can hurt you. But here on my channel, I use them to uplift you, because everybody's a champion. Nobody's a loser. Remember this in life, bro. People who backstabbed you, it wasn't your fault. They just looked at you as a target or somebody that they can come up off of. But they didn't know that God had a plan for you. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say to you, in life, be careful of how you treat people. You don't know what tomorrow holds, bro. You don't know if the people who you used to cross could be the same person who turns around and comes and deals with you later. You don't know if the person who you used to rob or bully is going to turn out to be a police officer tomorrow. There are people who do shit like this. People who've done a lot of messed up things to them in life, and they use that and they turn around and come back and get them in life. I said this on camera. I used to work at the city of Plantation. A lot of the dudes there at Plantation are racist. They're green as hell. What they don't know is, from a lot of the bullshit and racism that they done to those dudes, a lot of those dudes went and turned BSO. That's an ugly sight. If you done something grimy to a person and they went and turned that route, be on the lookout. You don't know what tomorrow holds, bro. 444 the world.